What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be starting a playthrough of All the Mods 10 to the Sky. I know you can't exactly see the title because it's cut off at the top of the screen, but I don't know how to fix that, and I'm also not that good at this, so el bozo to you. We have some other world I did some testing on just to make sure the mod runs, it doesn't fucking crash in the middle of the recording, all that stuff. Okay. So, if you couldn't tell, this mod has all the mods. It looks like we've got Silent Gear straight off the bat. Those R's Noviu, Extorium, and then the Torch, which is from the Minecraft mod. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it is a pretty common mod in Minecraft. This is so fucking stupid. Anyway, that should be fun. I'm not a huge fan of Silent Gear, but we'll see how it plays out. 1.2/sky block GUI. Create new team. Name ATP1 as an attempt 1. And then we're gonna start with default because I ain't no bitch. I don't need all this. What is that, like stone and shit? Nah. We start this shit on default. Probably cursing too much. I should probably keep the cursing down. Alright. Step 1, get wood. Wait, do we have Ultimine? Hold on, if I... Oh, we do. That'll make things a little easier. I don't know why it planted that, like, right on the edge. Most of the saplings fell off. Working on that tree to get the fucking... I'm cursing too much again. Alright, I think for this video, my main goal is going to be to get a cobblestone gen up and running. Now, I could, if I remember correctly, just go here, click this, place the ice in the lava, and call it a day. But we ain't doing that. We're doing this the old-fashioned way, like it's a Sky Factory video from the hit YouTuber Sunday before he became cringe. Now, gonna want to make a crafting table, expand the island a bit in order to obtain, almost shift crafted that into a dozen 1 trillion crafting tables. No. You want some slabs so we can expand the island and start catching all of the leaves instead of half of them. Probably also make an axe. Voila! That took me probably a lot longer than it should have. But we ball. And there. We have ourselves our starting island. Gonna get a ton more wood. I think always the first step on one of these is I need to make a sieve. If I can, is that? Yes, there are sieves. Okay. That makes sense. Sorry about that. Alright, if we're gonna use a sieve, leaf, then we're going to need string, and I'm assuming... okay. So this is our quest book, then. It'll give us an idea of what we have to do. These are the basics, and then we get into some pretty insane things later on. Oh my god. That is too much. I think what I'll probably want to do in the future, once I get my basic automation set up, my resources built, I'll probably do a video on a mod. Every video will be on a specific mod, so I'll do like extreme reactors, mechanism as a whole, and then probably create as a whole, all that stuff all together, and finish out each of their trees. But for right now, we need a cobblestone. No. Stone pebbles made from sifting dirt. Yeah, so we need string. How can I get string? Add a silkworm. Okay, silkworms. I should know how to get those. You just craft a crook. And mine leaves. I guess I got unlucky. I wonder what the odds of finding a silkworm are. They're usually fairly high. I would have expected to at least gotten one from that tree. Doesn't mean it's for certain. Gonna want to expand the platform. One more time. Nothing? Are you kidding me? How many trees am I gonna have to chop down in order to get my silkworm? My crook broke. There we go. That took longer than it should have, but whatever. And then we just immediately... Boop. And while we wait for that to infest, I'm probably going to expand the platform a little bit more. And... oh, that's cool. Didn't mean to do that. What was I going to do? Why am I an idiot? Am I stupid? Yes. Fuck. Oh yeah, I wanted to make a barrel. So I think I'll go for 4 barrels. And then what we'll do is these front 2 will collect rainwater at some point, since we're going to need water for our cobblestone generator. And then the rest I will use for making dirt, so that we can, you know, sift dirt, get stone, turn stone into sand, then gravel, sand, and then dust, and then put water in dust to make a clay, and then clay plus bone meal equals porcelain, and then that should get us a crucible to make lava, if it follows the same rules as all the other Skyblock games that I've played. And it looks like our tree is done. We got 3 silkworms and 28 string. We can finally start sifting. Or not. I turned it all into wool. Fuck. I guess we'll do it again. Alright. I guess we'll do that again. And then I'm gonna wanna... I'm assuming it works the same way as it did in the previous games. And if I... craft multiple... and stick them like this, I should be able to sift 4 items at a time instead of 2. Then I also want... I want water. I probably want a barrel. How do you spell barrel? That's going to be a running theme throughout this series, is my inability to spell anything ever. No, I already have barrels. I want crucible. And crucible. Voila! Muy perfecto. We'll crook this tree, get even more resources. No! Fuck! I needed that! I'll have to infect another tree. Done! Alright, now I will not be crafting 8 wool. I will instead craft mesh. Water! Okay. Now, I need... What's the... Hold on. Is that 9 to 1? Are you kidding me? It's terrible. Can I make... I can. Then, can I... Sawdust? Nope, wood chippings. They can be turned into dirt. So I'm finding out. That should get us started a little bit faster than the other way. Probably gonna want a chest to store my items in. Seeing as we're about to get sieving, usually sieving recipes have a whole lot of junk in them. Usually when it comes to dirt, you just get like a ton of useless seeds. Like, I'm sure they'll be useful later. I'm sure I'm going to need a watermelon seed and bamboo stalk at some point, like 20 hours from now. But until then, I will not be needing any of those. built an auto clicker. It should allow me to sieve and put dirt in these barrels way faster. Watch this. Wasn't that fast? Now I just sieve this dirt. And hopefully we will get some pebbles. 56. That should give us a fair amount of cobblestone, shouldn't it? Yeah, 14 pieces. All right, now if I'm going to want porcelain, that means I need clay. Which means I need, assuming clay is made by putting dust in water in a barrel. Now, how can I get the water from the crucible to the barrel? Do we have... What are our options in terms of buckets? It's like normal buckets, and porcelain buckets, which again require clay. So I'm gonna have to get 3 whole iron out of this gravel. And then make that into my bucket. And we got no iron from that. That is wonderful. Just wonderful. Well, I'm going to get to turning trees into dirt, into gravel, into iron, and I will see you there. And with that, I have my first 4 iron ore chunks. Now I believe if I... Iron ore! Let's go! Alright, now I don't have a furnace. I'm going to need one of those. I'm going to want to turn this into iron. I will make that real quick. Furnace! That took not that long. And wait for it. Fucking wait for it. 1 iron! Let's go! Woo. Anyway, now do that 3 more times. But first, the quest. Alright, I will now make 2 more iron. I've made a discovery. If I take this string mesh and combine it with this flint mesh, I can sieve things. And if I go over here, I have a 12% chance of sieving out iron, which I believe is higher than if you do it with, yeah, 10%, a 2% boost. I think that would be worth it. And then another thing I found out, I think, flint shears. That'll allow me to get leaves. I'm not making, fine. It wants me to make a stone hammer. Not worth my time, but whatever. Anyway. Yeah, I can make these, which will give me leaves, which will allow me to get dirt at a way higher conversion rate than if I was just turning logs into wood chippings. So that'll save me a ton of time. Back to creating iron. Finally, 10 iron ore. Can do this, this. Yeah. And then, in a few moments, I will have 3, count them, 3 iron ingots. I can finally construct a bucket. For the advancement. Then, if I combine that I have working inventory space. Clay. I am an idiot. I should have made an infinite water source first. That would have saved me some time. Okay, well, I will build one of those and get back to you. Alright, now it doesn't look it, but I have built an infinite water source. Underneath these slabs. Isn't that neat? That way I can walk around without falling in and dying. Now, clay. Now I just need to make now I need to get enough bone meal in order to turn the porcelain, and then I can make my crucible. How do I get bone meal again? Is it from sand or from bone? It's from sieving dust. It looks to be about the same chances as getting iron out of sifting gravel, which means this may take a while. One bone meal. Now I just need to do that 7 more times. Alright, so it was at this point it started raining, and if the audio from the video wasn't bad enough, you can hardly hear me when it's raining. So I will give you a quick rundown of what all occurred. I finally got enough bone meal from sifting dust to create the crucible. I then loaded it with 4 cobblestone and got to work gathering enough dirt to create the cobblestone generator. You don't really want to use wood because that'll burn up pretty much immediately. And I was going to turn the dirt into cobblestone, but then I remembered, dirt doesn't burn. Who cares? So I just brain fart. So I just went straight for the dirt. I built a little bit of a cobblestone outside to prevent the fire from spreading. And then I went through and set up the cobblestone generator. It was fairly easy. I did it first try, despite the fact that I have not built one of those in a very long time. But yeah, that'll be it for this first episode. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the like button anyways, please. Also, hit the subscribe button. I intend to make at least 2 videos a week, but no promises. And I will see all you guys in the next video.